This week on TGC News, a novelty gun company buys a different novelty gun company, HK gets a bailout, and a polymer frame 1911. Rapid Application Tourniquet System from Refactor Tactical is one of the fastest life-saving tools around. Made of half-inch wide flat bungee cord, it stows away nicely in one of their tourniquet holders. Safe for canines and children, the Rats is also half the cost of other tourniquets on the market, even with the robust locking system. To get 10% off your entire order, use the code TGC10 at refactortactical.com. Welcome back. My name is Jon Patton, and before we get started, remember, you have less than a week left in the TGC Worldwide Photo Contest. All you have to do is take a cool picture of your EDC setup and post it on the TGC Facebook page or post it on Instagram and tag me. The voting starts on Friday, November 27th, that's Black Friday, and I'll announce the winner of the prize pack on next week's show. Now, this week's first story is about Heckler & Koch. HK recently announced that their primary shareholder, Andreas Hieschen, has given the company a 60 million euro cash injection. That's the equivalent of 64.5 million US dollars. Why is he doing this, you may ask? Well, apparently HK has pulled a Colt and gotten themselves deep into debt without the ability to pay it back. Obviously, they don't want the company to go belly up because of its strong military and police ties in Europe. The exact quote from the press release was, "Heckler & Koch is an important element of the supply chain and the security infrastructure of Germany and its NATO partners." They went on to basically say, shit's getting real in the hood over in Europe, and they want to be able to move and adapt quickly to their customer needs. Makes sense. The thing that frustrates me about all of this is that HK, much like Colt, was resting on the laurels of military contracts and failed to pay attention to the rapidly expanding civilian market here in the US. HK is virtually blind to civilian demand here in the US. And yes, HK USA falls under this too, despite seeing the VP9 everywhere. It's like they stuck to the company mantra of, "You suck and we hate you." Where are the US-made rifles like an MP5 or a UMP or even a G36? Where's the VP9 compact? How about a factory 45 with better than 10-round capacity? Instead, we get guns that no one asked for, like the P30 SK or even the MR556 or MR762, or as I like to call them, the HK overpriced and heavy models. The MR762 actually shoots the lights out, but for what they charge for it, the thing better repaint my steel targets from the bench. If anyone at HK is listening, we want more. There are some fantastic guns that HK makes, but man, is it frustrating when they just don't seem to care. And in novelty gun news, Derringer handgun maker Bond Arms has purchased reverse-loading pistol manufacturer Boberg Arms. Boberg is best known for their XR9 series of handguns that actually load by pulling the rounds backwards out of the magazine and then putting them into the fixed barrel. Because of that design, they were able to shorten the overall length of the gun quite a bit and essentially bring out a bullpup pistol. In theory, they're a really cool gun. However, when they hit the market, people quickly found out the biggest shortcoming with the Boberg guns. Because of that yanking motion to the rear of the gun and most pistol rounds not being crimped, there were widespread issues of rounds being pulled apart when the gun was shot. It would end up with a magazine full of gunpowder and broken dreams. So what does Bond Arms buying Boberg mean? Well, first off, they'll be relocating Boberg to their Granbury, Texas location, and they're estimating that they'll be developing a new pistol based on Boberg design in the first quarter of 2016. They also hope to refine the design and bring the cost of the Boberg guns down below $1,000. Yeah, they really were that expensive. I, for one, hope that the refinements actually make the gun worth buying because I personally love guns that are a bit off the beaten path and show some innovative ideas. They're hoping to have a prototype at the upcoming SHOT Show, but I'm not holding my breath. We'll see what happens with Boberg and Bond Arms. American Tactical Imports, or ATI, is a company that prides themselves on bringing affordable guns to the US market from all over the world. You'd most likely recognize their GSG-22s that look like MP5s, or maybe their polymer receivers for AR-15s. Either way, I guarantee you've seen one of these in your local shop. Well, now ATI is making a polymer frame 1911. Yep, that age-old question of what if is now being answered. Say hello to the FXH45. Apparently, it's not entirely polymer framed because they are using two metal inserts for stability and durability. I would guess that the metal actually pokes out on the top for the slide to ride on. The frame also has molded finger grooves, and on top of all that, you can actually use standard Glock sights on these guns. That's really freaking smart. It gets better. They even included a machined out section so that you can attach an RMR or a similar red dot optic to the slide. You got to be kidding me. At first glance, I was like, this thing is gonna be trash. But now I'm thinking, I need to shoot one of these things. It could be awesome. It seems to have a little bit of everything that's cool these days. The biggest thing to note here is that the MSRP is $659.95, which means you'll probably see these for right around $600. That's a solid price for what has potential to be an awesome 1911. As long as these things run properly, it's going to be fantastic. Next stop, make a double stack version. This week's friendly fire question is from KJ Hurtabies on the TGC Facebook page, and he asks, what is the best 9mm carry round? KJ, that's a great question. I think the answer lies in actually answering what you want from a carry round. Some guys want really deep penetration, some guys want huge expansion and wounding, and after seeing Mac's latest 9mm barrier testing in person, yeah, I actually filmed the high speed for that video, I'm recommending the Underwood Extreme Defender. It showed really good, consistent penetration as well as really consistent wounding. That's it, man. Hopefully that helps, KJ. My friendly fire question to you guys this week, if you could take any mostly metal firearm and turn it into something that was mostly polymer, what would it be? Let me know down in the comments. If you want your question answered right here on the show, you can post that over on Facebook.com/TheGunCollective or post it on Instagram and Twitter using #FriendlyFire. The Combat Wallet from Hellbent Holsters offers rugged simplicity for your EDC. Offered in small, medium, and large sizes, they've got one to fit your needs. Also available are these badass custom titanium money clips. To get 10% off your entire order at hellbentholsters.com, use the code TGC10. And that is it for this week's show. Guys, you know what to do if you enjoyed the episode. If you didn't, let me know down in the comments so we can talk about it. Do not forget to subscribe. You won't want to miss a single week of the show. And as always, thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. Hey, did you watch last week's show? Or maybe the one before that? And did you subscribe yet? You need to do that. Click right here to subscribe. Do it now.